little bits and pieces of what he said. But
yes, yes.
I just wanted to comment a little bit on your question about the size of the country, about the change of the constitution.
Yes.
You know, maybe the beauty and maybe the downside of democracy is that people choose, the majority wins, and you don't always make everybody happy. There is no way you can make everybody happy. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is there was no rules that were violated. An amendment was introduced in the parliament. It passed in the parliament to have just one round of elections. So when we talk about the size of the country, we are right now in a country that is much bigger, much larger than the DRC, that has its own political dispensation. And the most important thing is that the people of the Congo, if they can exercise their democratic rights, their right to elect their leaders, mm-hmm. I believe that's the most important thing. It's up to each leader, based on the results of the election, to form government that he sees fit to advance his or her vision. I think that's what is most important here. For the people of the Congo, they want to see development, they want to see food security, they want to have access to education, they want to have access to health. And many of those things cannot be accomplished without an adequate infrastructure. When you have infrastructure, then you can develop agriculture, for instance, and fight food security. When you have electricity, then you can create industry, and with that you create more jobs. And everything lies in the vision of the leadership of the country. And as long as people participated in the selection of their leader.
Wait a minute, Ambassador Mitifu. First of all, we do know, frankly, that democracy means a government of the people. We know that democracy simply means a government of the people, by the people, for the people. What about in a situation like yours now, where someone might tell you, frankly, that it is a sort of democracy of some people, by some people, and for some people, especially when it comes to the amendment of the Constitution, even though you say, and you are right, that it was legal because it was done legislatively, but that in fact that is one way of perhaps using the law to undermine democracy.
I don't think it was undermining democracy. Congo is not the only country in the world that today has a one round of election.
No, there are several countries, there's no question about it, but a lot of them, you'll bear with me, frankly, that they are very, very small countries.
I'm sorry?
A lot of them will be probably very small countries. I'm sorry.
Yes. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, I was saying that, yes, you are right. You are right in saying that there are so many countries around the world, actually, which do have a one round of elections. But the last time I checked, a lot of them actually are really not that very huge. And if they are very huge, they are, in terms of democracy, they are very suspect.
I don't know. The United States has one round of elections. They have the primary elections, and then they have one general election. It's much bigger than the Democratic Republic of the Congo, for instance.
No, I agree. But then again, when we look at the elections that take place in this country, frankly, and the elections that take place in a lot of other countries, surely there is a difference.
The most important thing is to have people select their leaders. There is a democratic process in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It may not be perfect, but it's something, it's a process. I mean, this is our second general election. It's still a very young democracy, but at least it's a democracy.